Hello everyone, Nikki here with the Truck Boss Show. We are excited to introduce our new friend, Dr. Bethany Dixon, doctor of the Driver Health Clinic inside a TA truck stop in Wildwood, Florida. Hello Bethany, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
No problem. We really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. I'm going to dive right in and ask you today, Bethany, some questions about some hot topics in the trucking world. When
Sure.
it comes to drug and alcohol testing, what would you recommend or what advice would you give to a driver that is considering a consortium? Can you share how easy it is to make sure they have that taken care of?
Absolutely. So if you're an owner operator and you're in control of your own issues, you need to make sure that you're actually abiding by all of the rules. And in this one, ignorance is not an acceptable answer. So you've got to get on and got to get on board. You have to be part of a consortium. So somebody that's pulling your randoms, what does that mean? There's a minimum randoms annually for a company to pull. It was just increased to pull at least 50% of their employees for the drug, and then there also is a separate one for the alcohol testing. So you have to be in a random pool. If you're only one person, it's hard to do your own random. So get with a company that can pull those, stick you in a larger pool, and then give you your randoms so that you're having them done. It's really important because they'll actually shut you down if you're not part of a random drug and alcohol testing program.
Also, on that same note, what challenges do you see the legalization of marijuana and CBD oil having on the industry?
It's definitely a struggle for our drivers. Federally, you cannot do any marijuana as a driver, period. I don't care if you live in Colorado, I don't care where you are, you can't partake. When you sign the back of your license, it states that you will not partake in the use of marijuana. The CBD is really tricky. So if you have a pure CBD that doesn't have any THC in it, the theory is that you could take it, but the federal stance of FMCSA is not to try it because they're not regulated. So if you think you're taking CBD oil that's really pure and, you may even be feeling fantastic, but if you get hit with that random drug test and it wasn't pure and now you have THC in your system, the problem there is, it's you're still popped positive, so you may lose your job or have to then go through a substance abuse program, and you don't necessarily want that. So the official stance of FMCSA is just don't do it.
That's a tricky subject because, a lot of these people, I guess, they're proving that it's very beneficial and helps a lot, but it's like if it's not if it's not legal, don't try it. You could lose everything. I think that's too big of a risk. So, yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah, I had a driver that, I did his drug test and he's like, what about CBD oil? I was like, hopefully the one you're taking is pure like they say it is, because then he stressed out for, the 4 days for the results to come back. And he's like, it just wasn't worth the stress. He came back fine, just for the record. But some of them have up to 4%, and the DOT drug test is incredibly specific and will, pull any little bit out there. So if it's in there, it's going to find it. And so I personally wouldn't take the risk, and the official stance of FMCSA is it's not worth the risk.
I know that you also practice chiropractic care. What is the biggest challenge you are seeing with drivers today? Trucker's leg, back pain, migraines, shoulder pain. What is one thing that you could possibly recommend to the drivers that they could do on a daily basis to prevent from any one of these?
Absolutely. Driving a truck is very, very hard on your back. Okay. So you're going down the road and you have constant vibration. So you've got these two vertebrae, right, with a disc in the middle. And as you go down the road, it hits. And so if you at least have proper positioning and proper posture, you can decrease some of that pressure. I wrote an article in 2017 in Road King about making sure that you're sitting properly. So make sure that that lumbar support is in there and you're actually using it. Make sure your seat is quality. I mean, this is your livelihood. As you're going down the road, and if you're not in that proper, you can sit like this and that vertebrae will push extra on that disc, causing ruptures, causing, bulges, all kinds of things that will debilitate you from further working. So taking care of your spine is huge. And then there's a lot of us out there, if you're in Wildwood, Florida, definitely come see me. Again, I don't require an appointment. I would love to see you, but there's a lot of us out there now at the TAs and Petros. And so swing by and take care of your spine, because you only have one and we can't replace it.
That's an excellent service. So if they do happen to be in Florida and they want to stop by and see you, where can they find your location?
I am located inside the TA truck stop at the top of the steps by the driver's lounge. The truck stop is at exit 329 on Highway 75. So right where the Turnpike and 75 meet, you can get right off the exit, come see me. Just south of Ocala, a little north of Tampa. And I would love to see you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bethany. We really appreciate all your input and knowledge on this subject. I know it's really, really important, and we need to get everybody educated on the matter. So, hope to talk to you really soon, and until next